Biafrans demand for justice for Mazi Simon Ekpa, a prisoner of conscience in Finland, who is standing to save the life of his people. Justice for Simon Ekpa, justice for all Biafrans. Let us come to the demand for justice for Mazi Simon Ekpa. He is innocent and must be released unconditionally. Nigerian government is the one responsible for all atrocities happening in Biafra land. Mazi Simon Ekpa is innocent and must be released. Justice for Mazi Simon Ekpa. Justice for Biafrans.
not allowed to talk, but they just surprised us. And we appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Yes, that's the truth.
Government are the one responsible for the killing of our people.
Yes, we all know that.
I am here because of the life of my people.
Yes.
And we are not giving up.
Yes. No, never.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Honestly.
This is my weekend word. This is my confusion word. This is too Bali brand. I'm in Italy, USA. I'm about to one lady girl. Bali they go to work. Bali they work for bank. When I end up for motor. Wherever they go. Wherever they go. Opposite good. But they don't see on the side. Along the school road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I say, travel. And I'm waiting they happen. And I'm waiting they happen.
Welcome. Like and share the program to our platforms. Share to everyone close to you. Share to people. Allow others to join us. Invite others to join us in the program. Invite others to join us. We're going to be as quick as possible. Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Thank you for joining. Like and share the program.
The employee can never sack the employer.
Like and share to everyone close to you as we bring updates.
His command is final.
Like and share to everyone close to you.
Pursuant to the strict authority of the supreme leader and the sacred unyielding IPO code of conduct, the third administration of the DOS is hereby dissolved. The sentence is passed, your names are permanently erased. Chikaedozi, you are sacked. Tonin Surumike, you are sacked. Austin and Bangin, you are sacked. Kuya Farma, you are sacked. Isaiah Uba, you are sacked. Collins Chinedu, you are sacked. Chinazan Woru, you are sacked. Fidelis Ejoku, you are sacked. Chidin Manworu, Juliet Edward Filato, you are sacked. You are indefinitely expelled. You are Nigerian agents. Stay off from my VOB. You no longer speak. You no longer act for the children of light. The employee cannot fire the boss. Tenant cannot sack the landlord. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader. The supreme leader.
like and share to other platforms. Keep sharing.
They forgot the soil remembers every treacherous deed. After the illegal extraction,
Wherever you're watching from, either on TikTok, on Facebook, on X, on YouTube, like and share. Click like and share. Very important.
But the truth is a rock. It crushes the hand that betrays. But in the darkest hour, the true guardian stood high, refusing to let the message of restoration die. We lift our voices to honor the ones who defended the light, the shield of the truth. In the dead of the night, thank to Biafra vanguard media for standing so bold, for ensuring the truth, the truth was always told. Salute to the dedicated souls of having standing the test. Salute to the rising sun, healing and blessed, and the ambassador for self-determination marching ahead. Keeping the fire burning for the living and the dead. Defending the leader.
You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Like and share.
Whatever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said goes. Whatever the supreme leader says goes. The fourth class is here, working with global power to heal the land. The genocide must stop. The boss has spoken. Victory is absolute.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Like and share the program to all platforms.
Biafra spirit never dies. From the roots to the sky. In the silence of the night, we still call your name. Through the storm and the struggle, we carry no flame. Though the walls may be high and the chains may be strong, your voice echoes louder every freedom song. Oh, we remember your courage, we remember your stand. For the people, for the future, for the promised land. Even when you're not here, your spirit still leads. In the hearts of the people, in our words and deeds. Oh, we don't go tired. We don't go fall. Through the fire, we stand tall. We know he will be free. Oh yeah. In our hearts, in our dreams, we believe. Simon Ekpa, we call your name. Born for the struggle, born for the flame. We know he will be free. One day, through the night, we go see better day. We miss your voice, your guiding light. But your spirit keeps the fire burning bright. From the streets to the villages, the message go round. Every voice, every soul in a freedom sound. No prison can silence what the truth has begun. Like the rising of the moon and the shining of the sun. Hey, they can try to hold you down, but they don't understand. This is bigger than a man, it's the cry of a lion. From the learners to the youth, everybody know. Freedom is a seed and it's already grown. Oh, we go rise again. We don't go fail. Through the pain, your voice we hear.
baby, you're not sleeping, huh?
Through the night we go see better day. We miss your voice, your guiding light. On your spirit keep the fire burning bright. Even in
I thought you slept already.
in every prayer, in every song. Your strength lives on, your fire remains. Breaking the silence, breaking the day. Sunshine, time, freedom, freedom, we cry. Freedom, freedom, we rise.
Okay.
We know He will make free. Oh yeah. In our hearts, in our dreams, we believe. Simon Ekpa, we call your name. Born for the struggle, born for the flame. We
Can't
know He
stop,
will
baby.
make free.
I have to do the live.
Through the night, we
Just
go
started
see
now.
better days. We need your presence. Hear the light. And together we go win this fight. He will make free. He will be free. Biafra spirit.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Like and share the program to all platforms as we listen to the prayer of our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Join us on the prayer before we start.
Ụfọdụ nọ n'isi ije ha anaghị agbata ụlọ ọzọ nne na nna wee na-ata ahụhụ wee na-ata ikikere eze nwaanyị konye ka ọ bụrụ obi gaa rụọ ọrụ Fulani chiri eji bata ebe ala anyị mmiri otu okwu ebebi n'isi anyị pụtara ịkpọpụ onye nwaanyị nnukwu awụsa ahụ ejide anyị wee gbuo ihe ọbụla anyị nwere ebe n'ime ha sịpụta ha aga n'ihu elekwa ọdụ ụgbọ mmiri n'igwe ọcha wee memiri ọnya nke nnatara n'otu aka ahụ anyị na-anasọ ebe Biafra ndị kọstọm chụpụrụ anyị n'etiti anyị anyị ahụghị n'ime mmiri kama kọstọm jere ebe niile ha wee na-ata anyị ahụhụ anyị kwe kwasịpụta anyị ka kpọchie anyị kwe kwasịpụta anyị ka gbagbuo anyị onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke biri igwe ọ bụ egwu ndị anyị anya wee karịa n'ike agwa anyị bụ ụmụ Chineke agwa ọma anyị ka anyị na-aza agwa ọma anyị nwe na-aza ike Chukwu agwa ọma anyị nwe na-aza aha Chineke agwa onye na-aza Chisom na-aza Chisom nna nke dị nsọ onye ime ihe dịka ọtọ ihe obi ha na-egbu ụmụ ya ka iwe zọpụta anyị ya ka iwe na-apụta anyị n'aka ọjọọ ndị ya ka iwe lụọ anya ọgụ ya ka iwe dị etu ozu ọgwụgwọ mmiri na-adịrọ ya afọ Chineke nna nke igwe ruo mmiri n'afọ chukwu otu a mee ka fọlọ ka ọgwụgwọ n'ihu ụmụnne anyị kebite onwe ka ọ dị ụtọ ọsọ
Like and share the program to all platforms as we start the program. Like and share, invite everyone that is by your side to join us. Invite family and friends, invite where we
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not condemning any group. While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not condemning any group whatsoever. Just like I am supporting any group at all, so long as you are fighting against Nigeria. While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not supporting, is not condemning any group. The people can claim if they say Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Simon Ekpa is this. Simon Ekpa is that. After 10 good months of fighting Simon Ekpa, they didn't achieve anything. After 10 months of fighting Simon Ekpa, they didn't achieve anything. Yet, they are now changing to Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Simon Ekpa is the leader of a non-government. Try this Uchi, and they are looking for freedom. You see, the more you blackmail me, the more you are blackmailing yourself. You think you are blackmailing me? You are blackmailing yourself. You don't know that? When the BBC came and do their nonsense disinformation, is it only Simon Ekpa that they showed it? No. Is it only Simon Ekpa?
Everyone of them
all were there. All of you were there. You could not even defend yourself. The same Simon Ekpa you are calling all manner of names defended you there. And let me tell you, even when they mentioned Simon Ekpa, the issue they mentioned Simon Ekpa, there was nothing. I can defend anything I said. All of you could not defend yourself. Yet, you blackmail me. You think that when you blackmail me, when they want to call them, they call only Ekpa. All of you, your picture were there. Did you see my picture in the right up? No. My picture was high, my video was hidden in the video. But all of you, your picture was there. Every day you look for Simon Ekpa, you post. Simon Ekpa is one quota. Simon Ekpa is in Finland. Simon Ekpa is this. When the thing begin to happen, you think it doesn't, they will call you. And when the issue started, you could not defend yourself. You couldn't defend yourself. BBC did not say it was Simon Ekpa. BBC put your picture, all of you, as you were blackmailing Simon Ekpa, they did not say it was, they put all of your picture. So this one said, we are going to kill this one, we are going to kill that one. All of your picture was there, your video was there. Yet, you will wake up every day to blackmail Simon Ekpa. And if you don't, of course, some of you can never live. Hatred and jealousy of Simon Ekpa have beclouded the brain that it doesn't even have at all. I do not know when they are going to learn. They think when they promote Simon Ekpa by calling Simon Ekpa criminal, BBC will come and say Simon Ekpa. All of you, the more you are calling me a terrorist, the way you are calling me a terrorist is the same thing you are calling yourself. You think when you be a terrorist and is oh Jesus Christ, this BBC disinformation should have teach all of you a lesson. You think when you come to social media because you hate me, because you are jealous of me, because you don't like me, you think when you call me criminal, you are going to pay for everything you say. You are going to pay. You carry my name and blackmail. Simon Ekpa is the leader of a non-government. Simon Ekpa is this one. Simon Ekpa is that one. You see the way BBC is dealing with you people. If anything is going to happen anywhere, you are going to also be dragged into it.
Definitely.
And you can't even defend yourself.
So where?
It's a body boss.
You think Patakas.
It's in Pataka. Everywhere.
In Gambia.
Get yourself educated, you say no. Go to school, you say no. Simon Ekpa every day. Simon Ekpa every morning.
Welcome.
All right.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on this very evening program. It is Sunday, and we are here on our Sunday sermon on restoration of Biafra. Sunday sermon on Biafra. We are here, and I appreciate everyone that has connected, those who are joining us on TikTok, those watching on Facebook, those watching us on YouTube, and those watching on X. Wherever you come across our video, like and share the program to all platforms. Share to family and friends. And remember, in this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come to this platform to preach hate. We don't come to this platform to attack people or individual. We do not come here to attack any race or religion. What we do in this platform is to present Biafra to the world as the only remedy to the failed state Nigeria. That is what we do, and that is what we will continue to do. It does not matter whether you agree with us or not. It doesn't matter what you think within yourself. You are entitled to your opinion. Whatever you think is your opinion, and you are entitled to it. We are not here to attack anybody, or we are not here to denigrate anybody. All we are here to do is to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. To present Biafra as the only remedy to the failed state, Nigeria. That is what we do. So if you disagree with us or you have a different opinion, you are entitled to have your opinion. If you have a superior argument, it is your entitlement. If you feel that you want to discuss with us or you want to ask a question or make a contribution, all you need to do is to request for a link. If you are watching on TikTok, watching on Facebook or on YouTube, wherever you are watching, request for a link. Then I will give you a link to come in and express yourself. You are entitled to your opinion, regardless your religion, your race, your orientation. You are entitled to opinion. Our duty here is to expand and broaden argument so that people can understand what is going on and people can see things from different angles. So today, being Sunday, remember, we are still having a very serious commitment in our hand, a very serious issue in our hand, which is the appeal case of Mazi Simon Ekpa. The appeal is coming to a closure, as you all know. The appeal of Mazi Simon Ekpa is coming to a closure. And as it's coming to a closure, it is high time every one of us remain focused. It is not over until it is over. I have said it many times that public opinion matters. In everything you are doing or saying online, be very careful. We are entering into a critical stage, and we will continue to follow up diligently until everything is done. We are hopeful as Biafrans that at the end of the day, victory is going to be ours. At the end of the day, victory is going to be ours. Every one of us know how the drama started from the beginning till now. And we know the level that we are today. But we must be strong and remain positive. Most importantly, we must be disciplined. We must be disciplined. Being disciplined is not optional. We must, every one of us, we must be disciplined if we must make a headway. Unity is unavoidable. It doesn't matter who you are, what you think, what your own ideology may be, the group you belong, it doesn't make sense this time. The most important thing today that matters to every sensible and meaningful person today is Biafra. Your little mushroom groups, as I call you, those mushroom groups cannot make any difference. They are just there for some of you to boost your ego, for some of you to present yourself as a major actor, for some of you to increase your popularity and assume influence that you do not have. But I urge every one of us that is genuinely pursuing this freedom, because I know many of us are genuine. Many of us are genuine. everyone that is supporting Mazi Simon Ekpa in this case, both those who have gone to Finland and those who were not able to go. It is high time we retrace our step on the way we speak about each other, the way we talk. The case of Mazi Simon Ekpa is coming to a closure, but this case has revealed a lot of things. It has revealed a lot of things. We will continue to speak about it, and even generation to come will speak about this case. This evening we are discussing a topic which says justice, fairness, and the rule of law. The Simon Ekpa and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cases. That is what we are discussing this very evening, wherever you are watching from, morning, evening, afternoon, according to your own location. And we are going to try as much as possible, as always, to dive into this topic and then reach out to every areas. The case of our leaders, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. These are the responsibilities on our shoulders we are carrying now. Protecting them, defending them, and presenting them to the world is a very important thing that we must do and do diligently. So this very evening, we are speaking on the topic which says justice, fairness, and the rule of law. The Simon Ekpa and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cases. I welcome every one of you that joined, wherever you are joining from. Like and share the program as we proceed. You are all welcome, brothers and sisters, lovers of freedom, friends and foes, you are all welcome. Welcome to another edition of BIAFRA Sunday Sermon, right here in this platform, wherever you are watching from. Wherever you are watching from tonight, whether you are in Nigeria, you are in Finland, you are in United Kingdom, you are United States, Canada, Germany, South Africa, Malaysia, you are in Europe, in any part of the world where you are, I want to sincerely welcome all of you to this Sunday sermon. I welcome you from the bottom of my heart with respect to everyone. Tonight, we are discussing something extremely important, and I want you to pay attention. We are talking about justice. We are talking about fairness. We are talking about due process. And above everything else, we are talking about the rule of law. So I want you to pay close attention. Our discussion tonight comes as a particularly important moment because the legal proceeding involving our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in Finland are approaching their conclusion. The appeal of Mazi Simon Ekpa is approaching conclusion, while the legal situation surrounding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Nigeria remains a matter of enormous public interest. I want you to pay attention. Our discussion tonight comes as a particular important moment, at a particular important moment that we are now, because the legal proceedings involving our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, in Finland are approaching their conclusion, while the legal situation surrounding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Nigeria remains a matter of enormous public interest. And tonight, I want us to put emotion aside for a moment. Everyone that is watching this very program, I want you to put emotion aside for a moment. I want us to put anger aside. I want us to put political argument aside. Group and sectional argument, put it aside for once. As I always say, come to this program, listen to this program with an independent, open mind. And I want us to ask one simple question. Can justice be allowed to work without interference? This is the major question that we are supposed to be asking one another as we wait for the conclusion of the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa. The question is, can justice be allowed to work without interference? That is the question we are asking tonight. That is the question we are attending to tonight, and I want everybody to pay attention and make your sensible contribution on the comment section. Put it down. Justice matters a lot. My people, justice is bigger than an individual. Justice is bigger than an individual. Justice is bigger than Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. Justice is bigger than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Justice is bigger than Biafra. Justice is bigger than Nigeria. Justice is a simple principle. Justice is a principle that every civilized society must protect. Every civilized society must protect. I know there are people watching us who are not Biafrans. They are not Nigerians. There are people from other parts of the world, people from international communities that are listening to our program. They are seeing what we are doing. And we are speaking to their conscience. We are calling to their conscience, including Finland. And we are telling them that justice is a principle that every civilized society must protect. Because when justice works, society becomes stronger. When justice fails, people lose confidence in institutions. It is because of lack of justice in Nigeria. That is why the country has failed. Nigeria is dead today because of injustice. The lack of justice in Nigeria have turned it to what it is today. So no country should wish to be like the Zoological Republic. When people begin to believe that courts can be influenced by political interests, public confidence begins to disappear. I am speaking to the conscience of the world. I am speaking to the conscience of the Finnish authorities. When people begin to believe that courts can be influenced by political interest, public confidence begins to disappear. And that is why tonight we are saying, in this platform tonight, we are saying, let the law speak. In the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Not social media, not political pressure, not propaganda, not intimidation, not public emotion. Let the law speak. This is all we ask. Let the law speak. The court should look at the evidence. The court, Dr. Mazanga has been speaking about this evidence. We have been calling about it. Let the court should look at the evidence. The court should examine the facts. The court should hear the argument from both sides. And after considering everything before it, the court should make its decision according to the law. Let the court make its decision according to the law. We are not asking for any special treatment for Biafra. We are not asking for any special treatment for Mazi Simon Ekpa. Let the decision be taken according to the law. That is what justice is supposed to be. That is what justice is supposed to mean. My brothers and sisters, on the case of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Men in Exile, The appeal proceeding in Finland have attracted significant attention from Biafrans and observers around the world. And the proceedings move closer towards the conclusion as we speak. There is naturally anxiety, anticipation, expectation among people following the case. Everybody is alert, waiting for what will be the next. What will be the pronunciation of the court? Naturally, that has to be. Naturally, there is anxiety, anticipation, expectations. But tonight, our position should be very clear. In this very platform where you are listening to this program this night, our position is very clear. We should not be telling the court what judgment to deliver. We should not be demanding that the court ignore evidence. We should not be demanding special treatment. Instead, our message should be, and have always been, give him a fair process. This is the message we have been holding on to from day one. I just said it. All we are asking is give Mazi Simon Ekpa fair process. Allow the law to take its course. Let the court decide independently without interference, either politically, emotionally, or otherwise. That is reasonable demand, and that is what we are demanding. If the prosecution has evidence, let the evidence be properly examined. If the defense has argued, let those arguments be heard. If the law provides certain protection and rights, those rights should be respected. Every one of us knows what the international law says about government in exile, what the international law says about self-determination. We all know what international law says about creating a country, self-defense. It is all spelled out in international law, and Finland is signatory to these laws, unlike Nigeria, that is a lawless country that doesn't obey their own law. They don't obey their own law, let alone obeying someone else. It's a different case. As I always say, Finland is known for the rule of law. Their human rights record is amazing. They have participated in liberating some African countries. That is on record. And that is why we still believe that they will not allow anything to dent their record. Whatever mistake that has been done in the past, nobody is above mistake. We believe that the opportunity to correct that mistake has presented itself, and they are going to use it. So, if the law provides certain protections or rights, those rights should be respected. And when the court reaches the conclusion, people should be able to look at the process and say, yes, this was a fair process. That is what we want to say. We want at the end of the whole thing, people will look at the judgment and say, yes, this was a fair process. Because the whole world is following. It doesn't matter how they try to cage the case. They don't want to make it heard. They don't want people to look into it. The whole media in the world, none of them is speaking about the case. Nigerian government is not reporting it. The only major platform that is reporting it is Dr. Mazanga's platform. That is the only visibility we have in this case of Mazi Simon. The only visibility. And I thank God for that. And by the way, Dr. Mazanga is also part of the technical team of the defense. And that visibility is there. We want at the end of this case, people should be able to look at the process and say, yes, this was a fair process. This is the standard we should be demanding. And this is the standard we are demanding in this platform. We are not asking for any special treatment. All we're asking is for the rule of law and due process. We know there are interference. Let me make something very clear. When we talk about interference, we should also be careful. We should not make accusation against specific individual or institution without evidence. Are there interference? There are interference, but don't make accusations without evidence. We are only calling out the issue of interference because it is possible, it can happen. But before you can be able to speak about that or accuse anybody, make sure you have specific evidence. We should not spread rumors. We should not turn speculation into fact, just as already people are doing already. People are speculating a lot of things. Some of them come on my platform to challenge me and speculate. We should not turn speculation into facts. But at the same time, it is legitimate for citizens to say that justice should remain independent from improper political influence, just as we are demanding here. You have the right to say, let there be no political interference or influence. We have been saying it and saying it loud. Dr. Mazanga has been saying it and saying it loud, even in his own platform. Many other people have been saying it and saying it loud. That principle applies where? Everywhere. The principle applies everywhere. Independence. The principle of the court being independent from improper political influence is everywhere. It applies in Finland. It's supposed to apply in Nigeria, but we know Nigeria is the lawless country and they don't apply it. It applies in Britain. It applies in America. It applies everywhere. Because the moment political power becomes stronger than the law, ordinary people become vulnerable. That is why in Nigeria, life has no meaning today. In Nigeria, human life has no meaning. Because political power have become stronger than the law. The ordinary man in Nigeria has no hope because political power has become stronger than the law. And nobody will pray to be in such a country. And that is why the independence of court is so important. We want institutions that can make decisions based on law and evidence. That is what the world wants. That is what we are looking for. An institution that can make decisions based on the law and evidence, not based on who is powerful, based on who gave you contracts, based on political wills, based on who is popular, based on the political connections. The law must be the law. That is what we are asking. The law must be the law. We are not asking for too much. Let the law be the law. When you turn our attention to the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, his legal situation has generated enormous attention and debates. On the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, every one of us, we are strong supporters of our supreme leader. Every Biafran, the 80 million Biafrans, are all behind Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we know there are people who oppose him. There are people among us, about 1% of them among us, who have sold their soul to Satan and they oppose him. There are people who have different political opinion about him. But regardless where you stand politically, there is a fundamental principle we must never abandon. Whether you like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or not, Whether you like Mazi Simon Ekpa or not, there are fundamental principles we must never abandon. This is not about you like or hating anybody. It's about principle of law, fairness. Every person deserves due process. But we know Nigeria today, in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, everybody is in the public. You see how they be running lives, as I said, playing with themselves, and so many idiotic statements and moves and actions, many lawlessness in the law, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, refusing to release him, and all manner of things, his kidnapping and all, different kinds of things, sentencing him with an unknown law, a repeat law. All these are things that can happen in Nigeria because it is Nigeria, a lawless country. Every person deserves due process. That principle should not depend on whether you like the person or not. Due process should not depend on whether you like the person or not, whether the person is black or white, whether the person is popular or not. No. It should not depend on whether you agree with the person's political views. No matter what, the due process must be there. It should not depend on whether you support Biafra or you don't support Biafra. Due process must be followed. It should not depend on whether you support Nigeria or not. The rule of law must protect people even when they are unpopular, even when they have a controversial opinion, even when you don't agree with them. In fact, that is when the rule of law becomes most important, because protecting the right of someone everybody loves is easy. Protecting the right of somebody that everybody loves is easy. But when it comes to controversial figures, people that not everybody likes them, like Mazi Simon Ekpa and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that some people are pushing against them, more especially Mazi Simon Ekpa. That is why where due process must be followed, because protecting the right of someone everybody loves is easy. The retest comes when person is controversial. That is when the retest comes. When a person is controversial, that is when we will know if really there is due process on this planet Earth or not. In the case like the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa, this is a case where you can be able to understand whether if Finland truly has what is called due process, if Finland truly respects human rights, if Finland truly regards international laws, it is in this case of Mazi Simon Ekpa, whom they see as a controversial figure. We want to see their due process. The retest is here. Due process. That is when institutions must demonstrate their independence. The court of Finland has to demonstrate their independence. I don't talk much about Nigeria because you know the court of Nigeria is not independent, has never been independent, and will never ever be independent. In a country where the president chooses the Chief Justice of the Federation and directs him what to do and what not to do. But we believe that in Finland, they have an independent judiciary. And we expect and hope that it will be a different ball game. The man is going to deliver an independent judgment. That is when society must demonstrate maturity. And we are expected to see that maturity in these cases. We are calling for fairness. We are not asking or demanding for anything extraordinary. We are asking for fairness. Fairness. Somebody may ask, what exactly are we demanding when we say fairness? Some of us will be asking that question. You know, sometimes when you speak this English word, you use those English words, many of the words have been abused. So most time when you say it, you need to explain for people to understand what you mean. So when we say fairness, fairness does not mean that the court must give us judgment we want. Fairness does not mean that the court must give us the judgment we want. Let me repeat that. Fairness does not mean getting the outcome we want. That is not fairness. And we, the Biafrans, know. Fairness means that the process itself is lawful. It means the accused is properly heard. It means the defense has an opportunity to present its case. It means the prosecution must meet the legal standard. The prosecution must meet the legal standard required of it. It means evidence should be evaluated according to the applicable law. This one is very important in the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Very important. Evidence should be evaluated according to the applicable law in Finland. Every evidence should be evaluated according to applicable law. Very important. That is what we mean by fairness. That is what we mean when we say fairness. It means courts should remain independent without interference from anywhere. That is what we mean by fairness. And it means the final decision should be based on the law and evidence before the court. The final decision of the court should be based on the law and evidence before the court. That is fairness. That is fairness. So when we say we want fairness, that is exactly what we want. So whether the eventual decision makes us happy or disappointed, we should be able to say the process was fair. Whatever the decision becomes, we want to look at the case and we'll say the process was fair. This is the standard everyone should defend. And that's the standard we are asking for. We, the Biafrans, we care about the rule of law. We have always respected the rule of law. And we must continue to care about the rule of law. And this is particularly important for Biafrans. For we Biafrans, if we say we want justice, then we must also become people who respect justice. If we say we want freedom, we must respect the freedom and dignity of other people. That is why sometimes when I'm in this platform, you see me, I bring in people who disagree with us. Even when they come and introduce themselves that they disagree, I allow them to speak. I will only remove you when you begin to constitute nuisance. So we respect everybody. And I say it in my program here that we respect everybody. That is what is expected of every Biafran. Everybody must not agree with you. Everybody must not agree with me. We must allow people to express themselves and vent their anger where necessary. If we say we want society governed by law, then we must demonstrate respect for lawful processes. Our demand should be therefore be consistent as it has been so far. Our demand should be consistent as it has been so far. Justice for everyone. Not justice only for one supporter. Not justice for only one people we agree with. Not justice only when the judgment is in our favor. Justice must be universal. This is how we strengthen our argument. That is how we demonstrate maturity. That is how we show the world that our demand is rooted in principle. That is why I feel sad when I see what some people do with the platform they have. I see how people abuse the audience in their care, misinform the audience in their, use their platform to push falsehood, distraction, division, hatred. It is sad. Very sad. To everyone, everybody supporting Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Nigeria, and following the appeal proceedings, I want to say this to you. I want to say this to you. Every one of us, we must remain calm as we are waiting for the verdict, conclusion and verdict that is coming. Remain peaceful, very important. Follow the proceedings, listen to verified information. When I talk verified information, some of you don't understand. Verified information does not mean listening to somebody who is in the court in Finland. No. Verified information does not mean listening to somebody who is in your group. It doesn't mean listening to a content creator that you like. It doesn't mean listening to a group where you belong. Verified information. Regardless who you get the information from, including myself, when I say a thing, go and verify it, think about it. When you hear a word within your own self as a human being, use your independent mind to think about it and verify. Listen to verified information. Do not allow rumor to control your emotion. Do not allow rumor to control your emotion. Do not believe everything you see on social media. Don't believe everything you see. And please, do not attack people simply because they disagree with you. We see it a lot. Why do you have to attack people simply because they disagree with you? You have a different opinion with them, even when you are pursuing the same goal with them. Please, do not attack people simply because they disagree with you. Do not blackmail people. Push lies, propaganda, manufacture words that doesn't exist. You manufacture words, lies that doesn't exist from anywhere. Some of us are so negative. You use your platform to push negativity. You use your platform to create hate against your brother, against the struggle. It is sad and heartbreaking. You can disagree strongly without becoming abusive. You can have a strong disagreement, but still yet without becoming abusive. You can criticize a government, a group, without threatening somebody. You can demand justice without encouraging violence. You can support a political cause while still respecting the humanity of people on the other side. Respect humanity of the people on the other side. More especially coming to this struggle, we have had thousands of groups, even when our leaders are calling us to be one. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu message is one. Mazi Simon Ekpa message is one. Unity, we are one. Everybody is saying we are one. But the people they are talking to are not listening. It is heartbreaking and sad. I saw a video that was made by one of our sisters, member of the cabinet before also, calling for unity and speaking. I wish everyone can have that mind and begin to speak up. Just maybe, things can change. I wish people who are presenting themselves as leaders on various groups, as speakers of various groups, I wish they can begin to speak in manner that woman speak. I saw her video. Maybe I'm going to play that video before the end of this program, where she was calling for unity. She was in Finland. So when I talk about what is happening in Finland, from what we see from distance, we can see division painted everywhere. Some are not even ashamed of it. Even when Mazi Samuel is literally begging them, he's literally begging them, we are one. Stop fighting each other. Yet, it falls into a deaf ear. When you can't listen to your leader, how then do you say you are loyal to him? What kind of love do you have to a man that you can't listen to? What kind of love or respect do you have for a leader that you cannot listen to or obey? You can support a political cause while still respecting humanity of people on the other side. That is important because the world is watching. And our conduct matters. The whole world is watching us, and our conduct matters a lot. Our conduct matters a lot. To the international communities, human rights organizations, legal observers, and everyone who believes in the rule of law, our message is simple. Watch the process. We are calling on the international organizations. We are calling on the international community. We are calling on human rights organizations, legal observers across the world, everyone who believes in the rule of law. Our simple message is watch the process that is going on in Finland. Watch the process that is going on in Nigeria. We are not asking anyone to dictate the outcome. We are asking for attention to the principles. We are asking that due process be respected. We are asking that justice be allowed to function independently. And wherever there is legitimate concern about fairness, those concerns should be examined through lawful and credible mechanisms. That is the kind of international attention that is useful. That is the kind of international attention that is useful. Not political interference. We are not asking for anyone to interfere. No pressure for predetermined verdicts. No pressure whatsoever for predetermined verdicts. But attention to the integrity of the process. The world should pay attention to the integrity of the process, not pressure of a predetermined verdict. That is the message for the international community and those who are watching. Finland and Nigeria. There is also an important comparison we should make tonight. There is an important comparison we should make tonight. The Simon Ekpa case is taking place in Finland. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case is taking place in Nigeria. These are different jurisdictions. They have different laws, different procedures, and different institutions. We should therefore be careful not to treat two cases as though they are legally identical. But there is one principle that transcends borders: the rule of law. I am saying this to draw the attention of our people and the world. The case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa are similar. They are connected. They are connected. You can't deny that. But the jurisdiction is different. And the court where both cases are presented are different. I have given an example. Every one of us know that Nigeria has no rule of law. There is no due process, no rule of law. In Nigeria, the powerful owns the court. The court of Nigeria is not independent. It's very different. But at least in Finland, we see a different record. Finland have a different record. At least we have not seen them involving in kidnapping. We know they have not disobeyed any international law. We have not seen them on many illegalities or the abuse of rule of law or political interference into the judicial system. We've not seen that. Even if it exists, we've not seen it the way we see in Nigeria. So these are two different issues, but similar. And Finland must not allow themselves to be dragged into the Nigerian system. That is why in one of the writings of Dr. Mazanga, he was calling Finland to look at their terrorism law. Look at the terrorism and see whether if it meets the charges that was given to Mazi Nnamdi through the evidence before them, does it apply? Does it meet the standard of terrorism in Finland law? Does it in any way meet up to it? That should be considered. When you are charging, are you charging Mazi Nnamdi about terrorism based on Nigerian law or Finnish law? Whatever evidence you have, did you verify your evidence? If that evidence, does that evidence suggest that under Finnish law that Mazi Nnamdi have committed terrorism? These are important considerations that must be made. And that issue must not be complicated because it is not complicated. The rule of law. Whether you are in Helsinki or Abuja, justice should remain fairness. And that's what we are saying. We know the case of Nigeria is difficult. You can never have fairness in Nigeria. It is foundational. It is in the foundation of the country. It is institutional that fairness cannot. But we are much concerned about Helsinki because Helsinki is known for fairness. Whether the accused is popular or unpopular, due process should matter. Whether the accused is politically powerful or politically controversial, the law should apply. That is the principle, and that's what we are calling for. That is what we are calling for. And for those who disagree with us, I know there are many who disagree with us. For those who disagree with us, now I want to speak directly to you people who may disagree with us. You may not support our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. You may not support our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You may not support Biafra. You may have completely different political belief. It's okay. That is your right. It is your right. But please understand something. There is something you must understand, even if you do not agree with us. Understand something. Demanding a fair judicial process does not require you to support the political belief of the person on trial. Demanding a fair judicial process does not require you to support the political belief of the person on trial. So that you hate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or you love Mazi Simon Ekpa or you hate Mazi Simon Ekpa does not stop you from calling for fairness, fair judicial process. You can oppose someone's ideology and still believe they deserve due process. You can oppose someone but still believe that they deserve due process. You can disagree with someone politically and still believe the court must act according to law. So it is not about whether you like the person or you hate. We are talking about the rule of law, regardless who is involved. That is what makes the rule of law powerful. It is not designed only for our friends, the people who love or who like. No, it is designed for everybody. It is designed for everybody. When we talk about the rule of law, not only for your brother, your sister, who you love and who you hate. No. My brothers and sisters, in all of this, perhaps the bigger lesson here is this: institutions must be stronger than individuals. Institutions must be stronger than individuals. That is why I have said so many times in my platform that I do not support individuals as per individuals. I support institutions. I have called many times that we should build institutions in Biafra that makes us who we are. Not building strong men and women. You build stronger men and women, tomorrow they become Lord over you and you can't do nothing. And that is what Nigeria does. Nigeria is fond of building strong men and women. At the end of the day, those strong men and women destroy them. It was Nigeria that built Obasanjo. Nigeria built Buhari. Nigeria built Tinubu. These people I mentioned, who Nigeria built and made so powerful, what have they offered to you? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Only rhetorics, death, destruction. That's what they do. Hunger. That's what they have given you. Institution must be stronger than individuals. Government come and go. Politicians come and go. Political parties come and go. Movement rise and fall. But institution remains. And if institutions are trusted, society survives political disagreement. If courts are trusted, people can accept difficult decisions. When courts are trusted, people can accept difficult decisions, no matter how difficult it is, simply because they trust the court. If courts are not trusted, every judgment becomes another source of conflict. Like you see in Nigeria, a place you know that there is no judicial independence, no, everywhere is lawless. No matter what decision is taken, it only creates more chaos and conflict. That is why tonight we are defending something bigger than one court case. We are defending the principle that justice must be independent regardless who is involved. Justice must be independent. That is what we are defending tonight. So everyone that is watching, I want to bring you into this discussion, wherever you are watching from. Either you are watching from Facebook, YouTube, you are watching from X, you are watching from TikTok, wherever you are participating and you are connected to this program. I want to bring you into the discussion. I want everybody watching right now to answer these questions in the comment section. Those who are going to watch later and those who are watching now, you can answer this question and put it down in the comment section. Do you believe every accused person should receive fair hearing regardless their political position? Type yes or no. Question 2. Should court be completely protected from improper political interference? Yes or no? Question number 3. Can you support justice for someone even when you disagree with their political ideology? We want to hear your views. Yes or no? Can you support justice for someone even when you disagree with their political ideology? Yes or no? And 4. Question number 4. What does the rule of law mean to you personally? What does the rule of law mean to you personally? I want to read your comments, but please, let's keep the conversation respectful. Keep the conversation on the comment section respectful. Those who are watching now and the people that are going to watch later. No threats, no hate, no abuse, no incitement. Let us demonstrate that we can have serious political conversation without attacking one another. Very important. My people, this is why I call this Sunday Sermon, because justice is not merely a political word. Fairness is not merely a political word. The dignity of human being is not merely a political issue. These are moral principles. If we claim to believe in justice, then we must practice justice. If we claim to believe in fairness, then we must practice fairness. If we claim to believe in rule of law, then we must respect lawful institution. And if we want the world to listen to us, we must communicate our message responsibly. Communicating responsibly is one of the things those who are in the media lack, those who claim to be media warriors. Majority of us, communicating responsibly, they can't. Our strength should not come from hatred. Our strength should come from our principle. Our strength should come from our principle, not hatred. So tonight, as Simon Ekpa proceeding move towards the closure, let our message be clear. Every one of us know that the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa is coming to closure. By Tuesday, by the grace of God, he will make his final closing speech. After his final closing remark, then we expect the verdicts to come out. Let our message be clear. We are not asking for special treatment. We are asking for fairness. We are not asking for courts to ignore the law. We are asking the court to apply the law. We are not asking for political favor. We are asking for due process. And regarding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the same principle applies. Let the law speak. Let the evidence speak. Let due process operate. Let justice be done. And let final decision be reached through lawful and independent judicial process. That is the message. That is the message. If you believe that justice should be applied fairly, please like and share this program to all platforms. If you believe that due process matters, share this broadcast to everywhere. If you believe that the rule of law should apply to everybody, subscribe and join us on this platform if you have not done so. And most importantly, leave your opinion in the comment section. Leave your opinion respectfully in the comment section. Tell us, what does justice mean to you? Is justice simply about the final judgment? Or is justice about ensuring that the entire process is fair, transparent, and lawful? Let's have the conversation tonight. My brothers and sisters, wherever you are watching from, remain respectful, remain informed, remain peaceful, and continue to stand for the principle you believe in without hatred towards those who disagree with you. Justice, fairness, due process, rule of law. Those principles belong to everybody. I appreciate every one of you that have been participating in one way or the other to make sure that the voice is heard. It is high time we focus and unify ourselves. Let us stop washing our dating land inside. More especially, our leaders are calling for you. I don't know why it is difficult. Some of us have sworn that they will never ever embrace unity. And these people still claim to be the followers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I can't understand that. You claim to be follower of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and you reject unity. When they talk of unification, you reject it. You don't want to hear it. You are so hateful in your heart that you cannot listen to anybody. You don't want to hear about unity. When someone speaks about unity, you get offended. I don't understand. I do not understand. It is high time we focus on the unifying ourselves. Our leaders has been begging. They have been begging and begging and begging. Every time you see Mazi Simon Ekpa in court, he's begging for unity. He's telling us we are one. We are one. We are one. Why is it that some of us do not want to hear that? Why is it that some of us don't want unity? They don't. Some of us, when you speak about unity, it will seem as if you are taking something away from them. I can't understand that. I do not understand. Some people, they will just hate you. When they see you preaching unity, they hate you simply because you are preaching unity. And I begin to wonder, somebody who is asking for freedom, you are looking for freedom. How could you hate people speaking for unity? How could you hate? Your hatefulness is so much that you hate people simply because they are calling for unity. How do you explain that? I'm speaking about this because I have seen it firsthand. People will blackmail you, will lie against you, will speak ill of you simply because you were calling for unity. The same message our leader is preaching every day. The same message Mazi Nnamdi is begging and calling for every single day. Why is it difficult for us to be part of this? Why is it so difficult for us to get involved and start that unity? Why are we demonstrating so much division even before the world? Look at our people who went to Finland to meet with Mazi Nnamdi. I appreciate every one of them. The effort they made to travel from their various destinations to Finland is not easy. Many of us wish to be there, but we couldn't do it. Some of us, we couldn't get the visa. Some of us don't have the money to go there. Some of us don't have the chance. We're too busy. We cannot be able to have the holiday to go there. So many reasons, but there are people that have taken the pain. Some left their job. Some decided to abandon whatever they will do, and they've been there. Some have been there from 4th of August. 4th of August, they are still there and going to be there until the end. Some have flown there, come there twice. They come, go back to their work, come, go back, and come, go back. Some have come there to stay 2 days, 3 days, and they go back. Every one of them is appreciated. It's not easy to make the sacrifice. It's not easy to make the sacrifice. But why do you destroy what you have built by yourself? After making those sacrifices to go that long way, to put a smile on the face of the Prime Minister, yet you are still there, still making him angry and sad. You think Mazi Simon Ekpa is happy seeing you people, even in his presence, showing disagreement and quarreling? You have complained in his presence that he told you we are one. We are one people. He has still told you, be patient. No matter what your brother have done to you, be patient. We are one people. When I come out, I will settle the issue. He has said it. If we cannot be in the same group and work, be any place that is comfortable with you, just stay there and fight for Biafra. The same message that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, anything you will do to make Biafra come, go ahead and do it. And in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he did not say it, he demonstrated it. He did not just say it, he demonstrated it by still working with Arvid, even when he has IPOB under his, even when he has the major greatest population of groups. He is still working with Arvid. He is working with the ambassadors of self-determination. He's working with the Rising Sun. These are different agitating groups with their different visions and opinions. He never attacked them. He never fought them. He never told them shut down and close. He never take them as enemy because they refused to join IPOB. Even when our case was heard in Israel, they were carried along. All these groups were carried along. Even when we know it was IPOB, that our sister Rachel, the name she used to go for that case was IPOB, the Indigenous People of Biafra. But when they went to the parliament to hear, everybody was involved. Every Biafran, from Avi, from the Rising Sun, ambassadors for certain nation, they were all there, duly represented. Why don't we learn from that? Why don't we learn? Mazi Nnamdi also created 100 men and said, everybody is free to be part of it. Anywhere you are free to be part of it, to make your impact, come into it. And yet, you prefer to be in your little head and continue to create confusion and division. You continue to chase shadows, things that are meaningless. You continue to create chaos. You continue to create problems where there is no problem. You continue to see your own brother as you continue to look for personal gratification and personal ego and influence that will lead you to nowhere. It will not lead you to anywhere. All those things you are doing will not make Mazi Nnamdi to see you as an intelligent person. It will not make Mazi Nnamdi see you as somebody who loves him or who loves Biafra. That is not what is going to make him to see you as somebody who loves Biafra, or somebody who is meaningful, or somebody who is doing something reasonable. Those things you are doing is not going to change his mind towards you. The only thing that can make him see you as a responsible person is obedience and love for one another. Obedience and love for one another. You see the way Mazi Nnamdi walked under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He did not take any title. Mazi Nnamdi did not go to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to advertise himself, to kiss him or hug him. All he did was to be busy. He was busy broadcasting, sending expositions on what is happening in Nigeria. He was busy exposing Nigerian government. He was busy exposing, narrating, and explaining things. That was how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saw him. He didn't go to hug Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or kiss him or go. No. He started doing work. He started working. He was recognized from his work. The least I expect us to be doing, get busy and do something to the restoration of Biafra. Only that will make you responsible and reasonable before the eyes of our leaders. The work you do will make people see you as reasonable and responsible, not by your eye service. Because we have seen people who attend very great heights in this struggle, and before you know it, they disappeared. We have seen people who attended a very great height in this struggle. But at the end of the day, they left. At the end of the day, they disappeared. And at the end of the day, they are nowhere today. People that most of you have not even done 1/4 of what they did in the struggle. People that you have not done 1/4 of what they did, today they are no more. So you think only jumping up and eye service will take you to a different level or make the leaders look at you as somebody special? No. The leaders only see your work, what you can do. That is the only thing that will make you be recognized in the eyes of the leaders. Even in the eyes of the Biafrans, what you do is what is going to announce you, not you announcing yourself. It is not you that will announce yourself. What you do, your actions, your deed will announce you. Your deed will announce you. Why are we so divided? Why do we prefer, instead of focusing on the unity of purpose, you are focusing on your little head and mushroom? You can't even think independently. So many of us cannot even think independently because what they are even projecting, they can't even explain it. They can't even defend it. They can't even stand on debate. Many are ignorant of what they are even saying, very ignorant. Faceless people who does not even know the ABC of Biafra, only to create commotion. All you do, you attach yourself to one group and every other person becomes irrelevant in your eye. You attach yourself to one group. Reason, not to fight for Biafra, the only reason is to make yourself relevant, abuse other people, attack people, push your propaganda and support your brother or your sister or whoever that is paying your bills, and that is it. You don't even care if what you are doing is right. You don't even care what is the leaders of the struggle saying. You don't even care. The directive of the leaders that is very clear and open. They are not giving that directive in secret. They have given so many directives in the open. Yet it is difficult for you to understand, difficult for you to digest. How else am I going to explain to you? How else am I going to explain this to you to make you understand? How else? Every one of us, we should focus more on the preaching message of unity. This is the time. This is the time for us to unite. Unite in one mind, in one heart, and do things. I saw the video, the video that our sister, I think that should be Sister Olewune, the Reverend Sister, who is part of the cabinet, made a video. And I saw her video. She spoke well on that video. You know, for me, when I see you, you say something that is reasonable, I will play your video. Her message was very straight and clear, and I love the message. And that is why I'm bringing her to this platform. I don't just bring people for platform to promote them or to do anything. No, I bring people in my platform when they have said something reasonable, when they have made a point. And when I saw that video, she made a very important point. And I feel I should play that video for you to listen. Because we need voices. Everybody needs to be speaking. Everybody needs to be speaking about this unity. Maybe those who are pushing their lies can maybe change their mind and do things right. So let us listen to the message this our sister has. Let's listen to her message. You never can tell. Maybe her word is going to win a soul. So let's listen to what she has to say.
Good morning, Biafrans. I just want to let us know that it's time for us to wise up. It's amazing how our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, continue to stand strong and continue to ask us to be united. I don't know why it's so difficult, even for those who say they are very intelligent, even for those who have read, even for those who are professors, doctors, engineers. Why is it difficult to listen to Simon? Everybody's calling Simon. But then this gentleman is asking you to be united. To be united. We all want Biafra. Why is it that, to be honest, it marvels me. I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start.
Start from anywhere.
Everybody wants to be a leader. Nobody's acknowledging the contribution of their fellow Biafrans.
At all.
No matter how little.
Nobody acknowledges each other. Nobody.
Everybody wants to project themselves as the person that needs to be listened to. But the so-called leader that's leading you, Simon Ekpa, you're not listening to him. Each time he comes in court, he always say, we are united, we are one. You come in front of him, you embrace him, we embrace him, and then we go out and we still become act like little children. Scrambling for sweets. I don't really understand it. Is it that common sense is no longer common?
It is not common, my sister. Common sense is not common. Have never been common.
And this is Simon Ekpa, but none of you is listening to him. It's like whatever he's saying is
They are not listening.
over your head.
They are not listening.
Listening to him.
At all.
This unity, which was what I came to social media to tell us, He wants us to be united. And he has said it in front of everybody. Still, you're so bent in your own little corner, in your own encyclopedia of equalability. When are you going to stop this nonsense? When are we going to stop this nonsense?
More people should start speaking. Maybe they will stop. More of you should stop.
Everybody's making a caricature of themselves without knowing it. Your leader said, we are one. But then you continue to divide yourself into groups, insignificant groups. Because as far as BM is concerned, all this group is insignificant.
Insignificant.
What you want is just one Biafra.
Simple.
No matter what you say on social media, it
Simple.
doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense.
No matter how you project yourself, it doesn't make any sense.
I agree with you 100%.
All we want is one Biafra.
One Biafra.
And it's time you get that into your school and stop this social media nonsense.
Yes.
From A to Z. You have to stop it. It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
If you can't be united, just stop talking about Simon Ekpa, stop talking about Nnamdi Kanu, because
Simple.
these two are united in one goal. If you can't be united, stop talking about them. Stop using their name. Constitution need a this not. When I
At all.
more. The childishness is getting too much. It's getting too much. Old women and old men behaving badly all the time in social media, scrabbling for what I don't know. And you want people to be following you?
How do you?
Time to wise up and unite. We are one Biafra, nothing more, nothing less.
Thank you, my sister. That was a very amazing message. I saw the message after listening. I said, no, it's worth sharing. It's worth sharing. I just wish and hope that more people will be making videos of this type. And let's see, just maybe, more people can be able to begin to reason properly, because a lot of people are not reasoning. Just like she says, scrambling for what all those things they are doing doesn't make sense. Jumping for recognition and what, it doesn't make sense. All those non-social media rubbish doesn't make sense. When Mazi Nnamdi come out, you'll be surprised what will happen. Many of them will become. And many of them will turn back and begin to attack him. What matters to our leaders is one Biafra, not two, not three, one Biafra. One Biafra. I just pray that more people will begin to add their voice. Just maybe, things can be done right. All hope is not lost. So let's go again and listen to one of the programs that was conducted by Mazanga also. Let's hear what Mazanga has to say, one of his conclusive messages on this case.
Has the prosecution actually proved the case against the Jews to the standard required by the European law? That's where the time comes. That is the standard I expect from the Court of Appeal. Whether today, whether Monday, whether Tuesday.
Here, Dr. Mazanga is talking about the standards that the Finnish court is using to judge Mazi Simon Ekpa, or is used to pass their judgment. You know, as somebody who read international law, a professional, somebody who has qualified knowledge on international law, he's making his own impacts with a very big platform speaking, and people that matters listen to him. Some people who cannot even listen to us are listening to him. Important personalities are going to his platform. So I love it. That's why when I see his program, I don't run away from it. When I see it, I don't miss it. Any program he drops, I don't miss it. So I want us to listen to his argument. Let's listen to the argument of Dr. Mazanga.
Has the prosecution actually proved the case against the Jews to the standard required by the European law? That's where the time comes. That's the standard I expect from the Court of Appeal in Finland, whether today, whether Monday, whether Tuesday, whether Friday, whether Wednesday, but please tell me it's you.
lesson here is not simply my international solidarity that has stood behind their choosing. I have exposed the fake in Nigerian intelligence evidence that is on trial, not Simon Ekpa. It is Nigerian government under the former Attorney General Abubakar Malami and Ojukwu, the wife of the late Ojukwu, who fought for the same Biafra, who wanted to betray the cause of this people. As a voluntary public defense expert for divisiveness across the globe, that is the principle I bring to this work. Justice must never depend upon political power.
Yes,
of the state.
Just like we said.
Justice must depend.
The same thing I said.
Evidence and EU law.
Yes.
Full stop. If you have a problem, go and look for the right transformer somewhere. And do the nation. Because if you don't do this, there is a higher court that will make me very happy. And in a higher court, there is no use selecting one lawyer to go. I will go with mine because I will go as an interested party. Believe me or not, I am not yet done. I am not yet done with Finland. Please, I thank President Trump to take this message. I am not yet done. Thank you for allowing us to be here. I have behaved so well, and I have done my job, and there is no interference. Thank you. But there, we are still struggling with you until you pay me. You pay you know I'm not being paid. Mr. Tommy will be paid, but not me. We are just struggling to bring justice, to tell people that even us from Africa, we have a right to stay wherever we are. We should not be oppressed. We should not be subjected to unfair laws. Whatever happens here, I move to clear the name of, I will move to clear the name of Simon Ekpa elsewhere. Thank you very much. God bless you. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That is for me today. Saturate this clip. Let it go hard. That's my submission. I'm going to attach the submission itself in writing so that in case. I want some people in Biafra to start thinking also. Don't just look for power. Think, sit down and think like a Mazi.
Yes.
I want to save my brother.
Yes.
Thank you. God bless. God bless him.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mazanga. He's doing a very great job. He has just repeated it again. He's working as a humanitarian free. Nobody's paying him. He has just said it again. For those of you who are confused, he is working a humanitarian job. Nobody is paying him. And he said he's standing his ground. Whatever be the outcome, and that is how it is. Whatever be the judgment they pass, it doesn't end there. He's going further to pursue the case. He's going further to pursue the case. Because, when he speaks, he understands what he's talking about. We know what the world is. The world is not fair. The world, we don't have a fair world. We are in a world where anything goes. Anything is possible. So you don't underestimate anything. Anything can happen. So that is why when we are talking, you don't just hands off and say it is over. It is not yet over until it's over. So we must continue to praise God. There is one other video he made. I think that one I'm going to play it tomorrow. On our tomorrow program, I'm going to play his other submission. He made another submission that he just posted. I'm going to share that submission tomorrow. I couldn't be able to get it down. Gone today. So in my tomorrow program, I'm going to be able to play that very submission so that we can equally listen. Some of us who have not listened to it, or some of us who could not be get to it, you hear it, or those who have heard it, we will listen to it together and reason together in it. This is one of the, throughout the whole case, I have been following Dr. Mazanga and the information she's given, the advice he has been given, and the interpretation of the law in his own side is excellent. Excellent. He has done an excellent job. While Nigerian government is busy trying to suppress and make sure that we are not heard, he is pushing hard, pushing hard, and pushing hard. So we appreciate him, and we will continue to appreciate him. No matter what happens, we will continue to appreciate him. So our leaders, we are standing with them, and we continue to remind the world of what transpired. Just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when we talk about Nigerian government can lie. Remember when Nigerian government lied? When they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, extraordinary, they said it was Interpol. They even accused Interpol. Nigerian government lied with it. There was a time they lied with it. Even this Finnish government, Nigeria used them to lie. Nigerian government used them to lie and posted a letter they say Finland sent, which was not sent by Finland. They claimed that Interpol was the one that helped them to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It was a lie. And I think I still have that. Let's listen to that video. When they claimed that Interpol kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we know it was a lie. So this is a country that nobody can beat.
There are a lot of people who believe that the pace at which the Interpol International and Interpol Nigeria are working is quite interesting. They point to the fact that Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the proscribed group, IPOB, it didn't take long for them to grab him from the same Kenya and get him down to Nigeria. And he's facing justice now. That's why it's like a case of we're following process, diplomatic channels, etc., etc.
Believe you me, I want to tell you I don't know what you are talking about. All I know.
It seems like to know exactly what we are talking about here.
No. You are bringing an issue that Interpol is not aware of. Let me define.
Did you hear that? They were bringing the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, comparing with somebody who had declared wanted and everything. And this Interpol chief is explaining to them that the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has nothing to do with Interpol. But Nigeria look at their Nigerian media. AIT was claiming that Interpol was involved. And this man is repeating it, is reporting what they said. Just listen.
Role of Interpol so that you can understand. Interpol is an international police organization that assists law enforcement agencies within the 196 countries to look for a fugitive that runs or is hiding. And if you look at all the other fugitives that are brought to face justice in Nigeria, they have the link, those who are involved with Interpol. So I don't want to talk about the issue of Kanu, who brought him back to Nigeria. I'm not aware how he was brought back to Nigeria or how he came into Nigeria. Interpol is not aware. We stated this long time ago.
Did you hear it? He said it in black and white. Interpol were not aware how they brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria. They were not part of it. But when they brought Malami stood on a national TV and said that they brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu into Nigeria through the help of Interpol. To show you how evil Nigeria is, how they can lie. Look at the Interpol chief denying it openly. But Malami came on national TV and said that Interpol helped them to bring, and that is why this presenter was asking him about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, how they succeeded in bringing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And look at it. It was all a made-up story, a lie.
Well, Interpol. So I don't want to talk about the issue of Kanu, who brought him back to Nigeria. I'm not aware how he was brought back to Nigeria or how he came into Nigeria. Interpol is not aware. We stated this long time ago, and we made it categorically clear. So it's not a question. There are what we call police-to-police relationship, international police cooperation. Another police, it does not necessarily bring Interpol. Okay. If one police and another exchange a suspect is running from them, they can have an international police cooperation that out of the scope of Interpol. Okay. However, if a notice is given to an individual, like blue notices, when the inmates in Kuje prison escaped, yes, we did a biometric capture of those suspects, and we shared it with the international community. We shared it with our law enforcement agencies. Many of them were reapprehended because we have their biometrics. Now, in the issue of raid notice, where a raid notice is issued under the federal court that issued that notice of arrest, that is warrant of arrest for search international.
Yes.
It will go to the Interpol, we'll process it, we'll look at it, we'll look at the charges, and then we'll issue a red notice.
Okay.
On that red notice, we bring back culprit to place justice because all the 196 countries will be looking for that individual.
We'd also like to thank you, retired Assistant Inspector General of Police, Garba Umar, who is currently the Vice President of Interpol Africa Region. Thank you, sir, for coming on the news hour.
Thank you for having me.
You see that? But you know that Nigeria claimed, they claim that Interpol was involved in Mazi Simon Ekpa case. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that it was Interpol that took Mazi Simon Ekpa. You remember that? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You remember that? So this is a country that Finland is dealing with. This is a country that somebody will begin to look and say, how can you believe a country of this nature? A country that lies, constantly lies. A country that will release fake statements just to satisfy their ego. We have seen it over and over again, over and over again. It is so sad. And because of all this, and that is why we are telling Finland, they have the opportunity to clear themselves. They have the opportunity to clear the mistake they have made. And we know they have a good reputation. It is time for them to redeem themselves. There's another video that caught my interest. Let's see it on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also, and those who are talking trash about him.
Now, as a Nigerian, if you are happy that this man is live in imprisonment, you are stupid. The reason why you are stupid, because you are very stupid. That is the answer. If you are happy that Nnamdi Kanu is live in imprisonment today, as a Nigerian, I'm not talking about Ariwa people, I'm talking about Nigeria, because this man have been fighting for all Nigerians.
Absolutely.
He's a leader of Biafrans. But what is the consequences of Biafra? The reason why he demands for Biafra because of the bad governance of Nigeria and no a good economic systems. A terrorist country, and he's not ready to keep going inside a terrorist country, banditry country, Boko Haram country. He decided to demand for the peace country. He wants to live in peace with his
Tell them.
We Ariwa people, we are ready to keep living life with bandits from Boko Haram. We defend them as Muslim, as they are our brothers.
Tell them.
Because Sheikh Kumi always called them our brothers,
yes,
our fighters, our armies in the bushes. This man is not ready to keep going, to keep living life in a terrorist country, Boko Haram country. That is why those people demand for.
Absolutely. Thank you, my brother.
I ask myself, I study myself. I use my time to study everything. I use this history that you people are talking about. I go through the history. This man is fighting for Nigeria. At the same time, he's fighting for Biafra because Nigeria is not possible. He have demand for a good governance, but no way. He's now demanding for Biafra because Biafra are not ready to live their life in a Boko Haram country, terrorist country. That is the reason today this man is in jail, alive and present.
That was a northerner speaking. The person that you just heard his voice is somebody from the north. He's not a Biafran. He's a man from the north that you just heard his voice, making a case for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And there are several videos like that. There are several videos that are that. But the enemies, those who want to see us dead, they will continue to lie against us. They will continue. A northerner, look at a northerner, somebody from the north, making a case for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, telling you the truth and nothing but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not just fighting for the Biafran people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not fighting for Biafran people. He's fighting for humanity. In fact, his fight is for everybody. If Biafra is free today, Arewa will be free. Oduduwa will be free. The Middle Belters will be free. Everybody will have an independent place where we can respect each other. That is all he's asking for. And instead of listening to him, what did they do? They put him, they give him life sentence. What did he do? Simply because he was asking for his right He was asking for the rule of law. They gave him life sentence. How long shall we continue on this kind of nonsense? For how long? Shall we continue on this madness? It is sad. But no matter what happens, we will never give up. So, wherever you are watching this program from, if you have not yet shared, please kindly like and share the program. As we are rounding up, and tomorrow, remember we have our program tomorrow morning, still on the conclusion of the case of Mazi Nnamdi, the closure of Mazi Nnamdi case. We are still going to talk about some important issues and many reports that is going to come out tomorrow morning. So be with us tomorrow morning. If you're not yet subscribe, like, and share. And when you have an opinion you want to discuss with us, each time you join us, just send a request. If you send a request, I will bring you in and you make a contribution. Either you are watching on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, any place you want to join us from, send your request. I will bring you in, and then the whole world will be listening to you. And if you have a question, you can ask. We'll respond to you. If you have a superior argument, we are ready to listen. If you have a contribution, we are equally ready to listen. So I thank you all who have been able to join us on this platform, on today's program, and I pray that we guide and protect every single one of you wherever you are. I pray that we continue to guide and protect every one of us. I pray that we continue to give us the wisdom, knowledge, and strength to overcome, no matter what happens. So we are going to be rounding up on the program. At the end of this program, I am going to be playing the message of Mazi Simon Ekpa. That message is a very strong message. I want us to listen. These are old messages he preached, but old messages. So when you reflect to these old messages, you know where we are coming from and where we are going, and things have transpired in the past. That is why I'm playing all those messages. They are very important. They are very important. When you listen to them, it will help you to be able to digest things that happened in the past, where we are coming from, and things that we have overcome along the line. So continue to pray for Mazi Simon Ekpa as we are waiting for his final speech and the conclusion of the court. We'll keep our hope high and we continue to pray. If you're a Christian, pray more. If you are a Muslim, or you are a Hindu, or you are a Jewish, you are a traditionalist, pray and pray and pray. Be on your knees. All hope is not lost and the case is not over until it's not over. Anything is possible. The global conspiracy is still activated, it's still active. If Nigeria can be able to bribe Donald Trump camp, if they can be able to pay money up to the extent that Donald Trump camp is no longer talking about the issue of genocide. They are no longer talking about genocide. Even today, they are even supporting Tinubu, giving unnecessary excuse why they will not release Tinubu's file of terrorism. Tinubu's file of drug, they don't want to release it, telling us that it's a security risk. Kidnapping Maduro, a sitting president, going to Venezuela to kidnap a sitting president is not a risk. It doesn't create a security risk. But releasing the information of a criminal that has become a problem is what they call security risk. It is not releasing that very file is what is security risk. When you don't release it, it is what is security risk. That is what is not security. But when you release it, it will doubt the tension, because a lot of people have already doubt. That is the main bone of contention. That very file is the main bone. Release it so that people can know the truth and have their peace. But the more you continue to hide that information, you are destabilizing the country. But somehow, you see, they come and tell you that they will not release the information because releasing the file is going to cause a security risk. This is madness. So if Donald Trump can become that corrupt, if they can become that corrupt, how much more? Who again would they buy? Who would they buy? That is when you're looking at the case of Mazi, even though we know 100% that based on the rule of law and fairness, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not spend a minute there. If they base on international law, based on the rule of law, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be absolutely free. But because we are living in a world that is corrupt, in a world where people's interests, countries' interests come first before humanity. They don't care about humanity. Don't mind all these people that are talking about human rights, humanity, this one. They don't believe in it. They only promote humanity when it supports their interests. They only talk about humanity when they protect their interests. If it doesn't protect their interests, they come mind you. Imagine that man saying that thing. You went to a country, a sitting president, you went and carried a sitting president because you accuse him of being a drug peddler. You went into the country and kidnapped that president. That did not cause a security risk. Come on to release a document that have a fake document of information on somebody who is using fake something to rule a country. That is already causing it. That secret of Tinubu is the thing causing insecurity in Nigeria today. That is why you have so many politicians that don't have certificate. That is why Tinubu went and now signed a bill that nobody can challenge you. If you become a president, you get a political post with a fake document, nobody will challenge you. Tinubu just signed a bill that if you take a position, a governor or whatever, with a fake certificate, nobody can go to court and remove you. What other thing that is causing insecurity more than that? And we are telling you to release information. You say you will not release it. Christian genocide that you carried here, you talk about Christian genocide, you talked about it. You sent delegates, they came to Nigeria and saw Christian genocide firsthand. They saw it firsthand. Today, they have killed it because of $9 million. They are no longer talking about it. They are no longer talking about Christian genocide. All of a sudden, you even came in and you made the case worse. You came in and you made the case worse by even dropping that bomb. You made the case worse. Today, the terrorists have known that you are a toothless backing dog, that you can't do anything. It's just seems as if even the intervention of US in that Christian genocide have now empowered them. Since that intervention, they have killed more people than ever. Since the Donald Trump intervention, they have taken more life than ever. And today, they're no longer talking about it because it's about business. Everything to them under Donald Trump government is business. Business. A very big disappointment to us. It's a shame. But in everything, we give thanks to God. Chukwu Okike have a reason why he allows certain things to happen. Many of us will so much put hope on man, including myself. At a point in time, we put so much hope on men. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that Biafra will be the last miracle on the planet. And he said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, one of the brokers, said Biafra will come in such a way. Biafra will come in such a way that when you look back and look from, you will say it is only God. No human being will take the glory of Biafra. It will come in such a way that no human being on the planet Earth will take the glory. Because we are already giving the glory to Trump. And Chukwu Okike twisted everything. We must continue to be strong and focused. By the grace of God, our victory will come from the angle that we don't even believe is going to come. So let's continue to pray for our leaders, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Continue to pray for Mazi Simon Ekpa, and we'll remain hopeful and wait for whatever will be the value. So join me tomorrow morning. If you have not yet subscribed, subscribe to our channel, like and share. Join us tomorrow morning for another section in the morning so that we can be able to carry on our activities and get it to the last place. Our part in this media is information, encouragement, and education. That is what we do. And we will connect to do that based on Biafra. We don't belong to any group. We don't belong to any party. We belong to Biafra. Under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa, that's where I belong. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect you. I will play that very message of Mazi Simon Ekpa after this closing intro. Thank you so much and see you tomorrow morning. Remember, bless my people of Biafra. Thank you and God bless every one of you, wherever you are. Thank you. Good night, everybody.
In the silence of the night, we still call your name. Through the storm and the struggle, we carry no faith. Though the walls may be high and the chains may be strong, your voice freedom songs. Oh, we remember your courage, we remember your stand. For the people, for the future, for the promised land. Even when you're not here, your spirit still leads. In the hearts of the people, in our words and deeds. Oh, we don't go tired, we don't go fall. Through the fire, we stand tall. We know he will be free. Oh yeah, in our hearts, in our dreams, we believe. Simon Ekpa, we call your name. Born for the struggle, born for the flame. We know he will be free. One day, through the night, we go see better day. We miss your voice, your guiding light. But your spirit keeps the fire burning bright. From the streets to the villages, the message go round. Every voice, every soul in a freedom sound. No prison can silence what the truth has begun. Like the rising of the moon and the shining of the sun. Hey, they can try to hold you down, but they don't understand. This is bigger than a man, it's the cry of a lion. From the learners to the youth, everybody know. Freedom is a seed and it's already grown. Oh, we go rise again. We don't go fail. Through the pain, your voice we hear. We know he will be free. Oh yeah. In our hearts, in our dreams, we believe. Simon Ekpa, we call your name. Born for the struggle, born for the flame. We know he will be free. One day, through the night, we go see better day. We miss your voice, your guiding light. From your spirit is the fire burning bright. Even in absence, you're never gone. In every prayer, in every song. Your strength lives on, your fire remains. Breaking the silence, breaking the day. Sunshine, freedom, freedom, we cry. Freedom, freedom, we rise. We know he will be free. Oh yeah. In our hearts and our dreams we believe. Simon Ekpa, we call your name. Born for the struggle, born for the flame. We know he will be free. One day, through the night we gonna see better day. We need your praise.
I see people run down. Then I say, Tata, and I'm waiting they happen. And I'm waiting they happen. And I'm at the body bar. See no day for that. See no day for that. We better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. And I'm waiting. And I'm waiting. Driver hold the brake. Then I don't pull down. But the waiting I see. I'm waiting I see.
You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, my favorite Biafran. I want you to take a screenshot of this. Nigeria will cry. This is the end of the impunity. Nigeria will cry. Nigeria will cry at last. Welcome, everyone. Good evening, morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're watching from. You are watching live and direct on Enter Biafra Channel 1 on IPOB autopiloted platform all over the world. And we are streaming live all the way from Finland. And the time now is 14 past the hour anywhere you are in the world. 14 past the hour anywhere you are in the world. Finland, this is 14 past 8 p.m. In the zoo, it's 14 past 7 p.m. In Biafra land, it's 14 past 7 p.m. You're welcome. This is the 23rd day of February 2023, and we have just concluded the first sit at home, which have recorded very big success, very huge compliance from the Biafra people. And I thank you all the Biafrans. I thank you for not disappointing us. Thank you all for not disappointing us. Tomorrow is another day. We want even the fowl, the chicken, and the goat not to go out tomorrow. And then Saturday, we are going to speak in a different heavenly language. Biafra people, I love you all. I love you all. I am back to finish what I started. I don't fight without finishing. I told you, God is going to use me to end Nigeria. And if you are going to be the stumbling block for the freedom, God will also use me to deal with you. I am your last bus stop. I am your last bus stop. Completely last bus stop. If you cross me, we show you where to go. Welcome you all as we'll be here to make this broadcast a little bit a different kind of broadcast today. I am watching a lot of things going on on social media, and I laugh. Right, we are going to just go straight to the point. What we are going to do today is we are having a complete different program, different broadcast, and a special broadcast on Biafra liberation as we embark on this journey. I welcome you all. I want you, if you are watching through the Twitter, we have over 1,300 people, almost 1,400 people on Twitter watching for the very first time. How did people do that? The viewers on Twitter have just boom skyrocketed 1,400 live viewers on Twitter. So we are going to switch you now to Enter Biafra. All of you, your 1,000 people on Twitter, follow us and come to Enter Biafra Channel 1. Follow the link. You are watching it from now. And come to Enter Biafra Channel 1. That is where we are watching it today. All right. You're welcome to this broadcast this evening. We've seen pictures and videos and images coming from our sit at home. I want to thank Biafra people for that. And when we are saying we want to be free, it's not only Biafra that is going to be free. A lot of nations will break. Nigeria is going to break into pieces. And we, the Biafra people, are going to break into pieces. I am telling you now, it is not easy. It is going to happen. Those of you who are planning to have election 3, which is next month, you are going to fail. We will disappoint you and you will disappoint yourself. Right? So we have been able to see images from our seat at home, which have recorded a very huge success. Very, very huge success. I want to use the opportunity to thank Biafra people for making sure that they stand their ground on our no election and on about our seat at home. Thank you very much for standing your ground and making this history together. I want you to understand that the reason why we must not allow anybody to manipulate Nigeria again for our own detriment is that the time to fight once and for all is now. Nigeria has been killing our people for the past 60 years. And some of us summoned the courage to rise up and speak for the people. Irrespective of all the stumbling blocks, irrespective of all the evil people that you call evil, irrespective of all the evil they brought against us, we have defeated them. And we continue to defeat them. The last defeat will be this Saturday. This Saturday, Biafra people, if you don't know who is the enemy now, then you are not a human being. If you do not know who is your enemy at this point, today, this day, the 23rd day of February 2023, then you are not a human being. Like I said, I repeat, I am just a good guy. I am a good guy. Trying to do this. I am a good guy that decided to put my life online to make this change. I'm the good guy, irrespective of all the threats. I am still standing tall by the special grace of God. I stand very tall against Nigeria. I stand very tall against all the criminals from Igbo. I stand very tall against all those murderers and killers of our people. And by the special grace of God, I will continue to stand very strong and very tall. We will defeat them today. We will defeat them tomorrow. We will defeat them next tomorrow. We will defeat them any day, any time. At least, there has never been any time in this Biafra, in the history of this Biafra agitation, there has never been any time that the kind of news that they were sharing on social media today were shared on anybody. Especially, of course, when you do this DSS dungeon and all that. I want to tell you that we have defeated them. And we will continue to defeat them any day, any time. I am here this evening to continue to maintain and tell you the reason you must not validate Nigeria coming Saturday. The election must not take place in Biafra land. We are going home. Everybody is stopping. At least they have understood, they have come to understand that kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot stop Biafra. They have also come to understand that blackmailing me cannot stop me. Slandering my name cannot stop me. Writing all manner of things to anywhere in the world cannot stop me. I am bigger than you. What is in me propelling me? If you know, you wouldn't care. Because by the time you stop, that's when I will start. There is nothing like when your hands are clean and you are fighting a just cause. I know what I'm doing. I am bigger than all of you. You see this small face? It will be the end of impunity. It's going to happen. Our countdown continues. It's 10 days to go. 10 complete days to go. And the rhythm, the paradigm shift. You see, I do not know why some people will choose to be slaves. Where many people choose not to be slaves. Some people are hell-bent to bring every other person down to be in some level with them. When I joined this struggle, I told you, if you know, before you fight me, go and ask questions. Before you fight me, go and ask questions. So people say, oh, he has his mouth is bending. His mouth is bending. Oh, there is a stroke, there is a partial stroke and all that. I am standing healthier than you, healthier than all of you. And every day that you brought on my way, I've crushed them without wasting time. And you're not asking yourself a question. Who is this man? The person you call nobody. The person, and I maintain myself. I never told you that I am somebody. I never told you that I am something. It is you who called me nobody. I did not dispute you. I accepted the nobody you called me. But today, I don't think you can still look at me and still call me nobody, right? Because I did not brag. I did not brag before you started calling me nobody. You started calling me nobody, and today, Biafra people can see who is nobody and who is somebody. Let the action speak. That's what we are doing now. Let the action speak. And before you come to iniquity, you must come with clean hand. And I believe the action is speaking louder than any of you can imagine. So I want to encourage the Biafran people today that our sit at home continues. Our sit at home continues, and there is no going back. Our sit at home continues, and there is no going back. Tomorrow, the sit at home will start from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then from there, we are going to have coffee. We have coffee till the next day, which is the 25th, which is Saturday. And from there, we have 6 to 6, and then from there, we have another curfew till Sunday. We want to see every major road in Biafra blocked, completely sealed. Let me tell you, if you know what you know, if you know what you know, you will know that indeed we have touched the heart. We have touched the heart of the foundation of Nigeria. And as I'm talking to you, that foundation is broken. What is remaining now? What are you doing? Are you going to listen? Are you ready for your freedom? What are you doing? Follow instruction. Ordinary instruction. Ordinary instruction. Follow instruction. The instruction is tomorrow, 24th. Sit at home. Don't move anywhere. The instruction is on the 25th. Don't move out of your house. The instruction is very simple. On the 26th, do not move out of your house. I want to inform you, Biafrans, the reason why we have this long days at home is so that when the terrorists that you have got, people are saying, allow Soludo to come. He has something to offer. If Soludo don't want to offer something, he should focus on governance. If he want to interfere in Biafra, he must know the details of what he wants to fight. If he want to fight for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he must know why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being charged. He must know what is the crime that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has committed, that they are charging him for. But Soludo openly told you he doesn't even know what is being charged. He didn't end there, but he also turned around to claim to you that he had meeting the leadership and they have agreed, and he is now going is now working with the IPU leadership. So though you must understand they have 419, it is called scam. That is what they are looking for. Scam. They have been scamming Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They scam Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for Radio Biafra. For many years, they contribute money and give to these criminals. They squander the money, radio is not there. It took us 1 month to set up. Today, we are going to launch one of the radio in Biafra, Voice of Biafra. It took us 1 month to set up Biafra, the radio Voice of Biafra in Imo State, Voice of Biafra in Abia State. Voice of Biafra is coming to Enugu State and the Ebonyi State, and it was spread across Biafra land. It took us 1 month to do that. But in the presence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the criminals that you are having it with, it took them years, and they looted and squandered and scammed Biafrans all over the world in the name of democracy. That is to show you how resolute you are dealing with criminals. Biafrans have spoken. IPOB are the people and the people are IPOB. You better trace of your step. We are not in any way supporting criminality, but if you don't expect me to start condemning attacks from police, I can never condemn attacks from police. I can never condemn attack on the military until you, the politicians, begin to condemn attacks on our women. Until you begin to condemn the attack on our children. Until you begin to condemn the burning of our villages and communities. We have sent several notifications and mail to the ICC to investigate Nigeria. Information are there. And we are going to still send, in a matter of days, different part of what they are. So, if you are expecting Simon Ekpa to come and say, oh, we condemn the attack here, without you condemning the attack on the people that I am representing, I will never do that. I don't know what is the rationale behind that. Somebody will be expecting Simon Ekpa to say, oh, we condemn the attack in the police station. We condemn that. The attack has been there before Simon Ekpa comes to the picture. Police station has been attacked. Police has been killed before I come into the picture. The same people that were killing the police while I was not there are the same people killing the police today. And I'm not paying attention to whatever they do. I am paying attention to those killing our women and children in their villages. I am paying attention to those going with heroes cars, with military uniform and with NBC to bomb our houses and our villages unprovoked. These are the people I am looking into. And these are the people I want Biafrans to deal with. You don't expect me when you, as a governor, you have not even visited the state. You have not even visited the local government. You have not even visited the community that the military are causing all manner of havoc and killing our children and women. You have not visited them. The same day that the local government was the same day the military bought properties that belong to Biafra, of which you are the governor in the state. You didn't visit them. You didn't visit them. Rather, you visit the local government. So if you are condemning those attacking government properties, and you don't condemn the military for killing our women and attacking our children, burning their houses and all that, regarding the students and homeless, you think I will come and start condemning the government side? I can never do that. I will continue to stand by my people, with my people until Biafra comes. And let me tell you, this Biafra movement has entered the different level. It's entered a level that nobody can bring us back. We are not ready for. I don't know why somebody is talking about amnesty. If you are talking about amnesty to criminals, so let's look at those who are into criminality. You know them, you know who they are. They are your courts. They are for election. They are those who guarantee the election. So if you want to offer amnesty to them, I am not against that. But you can't offer amnesty to Biafrans. Biafrans are not cheap. We are not ready for amnesty. The amnesty we are wanting and asking for is freedom. Freedom. If you think that Biafra people are not conducting, and let them choose. If you think that what I am doing that I'm alone, if you think that because Anambra State deserted today because people are afraid, good morning, fellow Biafrans. This is a very different program today. Welcome. I am not going to waste time on this broadcast. I have just only come here to inform Biafrans that tomorrow we are embarking on the exposition of this Islamic State Party. We are going to embark on the exposition of the fraud that they want to use Tinubu and Shetima to do. Tomorrow we are going to embark on the enlightenment, awareness, and to inform our Oduduwa brothers and sisters of the impending danger that is about to befall them. Tomorrow we are going to embark on this awareness for the restoration of Biafra. And so, if you notice, I have been playing and streaming a very wonderful job done by the TV. And for that reason, I came very late because of series of things. I am going to drop yet again another scripture today because we are now in the holy days of our time in Israel. So I am going to read a scripture. I am going to read the scripture. And I want you to pay attention to the scripture that I'm about to read. Remember that we are still in the vision of our Lord. The end of Nigeria. We are part of it. It's the vision of our Lord. So let me read the scripture today. I want you to pay attention to the scripture. We are reading from the book of Obadiah. The book of Obadiah. From the book of Obadiah again. Obadiah chapter 1. The book of Obadiah chapter 1. We are going to read from verse 10. Pay attention. This particular scripture goes to all the enemy. From the book of Obadiah. You people are funny. I do not understand. I do not understand why some people are laughing at Obadiah. Alright. The book of Obadiah, if your Bible does not have Obadiah, it means you have an incomplete Bible. Somebody say it is called Obadiah. No, it is not Obadiah. Who told you that it is called Obadiah? Huh? Who told you it is called Obadiah? Somebody said it is called Obadiah. Who told you that? I am telling you how it is called. You are telling me it is Obadiah. Yeah? No, it is called Obadiah. Obadiah. Do you think it is an English name? Listen to me when I teach you, so you don't make mistake. That word is not an English word. Okay? So you cannot say this is how to pronounce it. It is called Obadiah.
Okay? It is not an English word. Are you going to prove me wrong? Is it an English word? I am asking you, is that word our name English word, English name? No. Even if it is English name, it is called. Listen to your bishop. Listen to the bishop. We have come to complete and take it on from where they stop. What we do is that where their madness stop is where our own madness will start. Where the Islamic State in APC and all the jihadist movement and their government, where their madness stop is where our own madness will start. So follow me to read Obadia. You can even use you to call it Obadia. Original Igbo name. It was original Igbo. From Obadia, you now get Obadiah. You know, when you want to refine the name to sound more of English, you can say Obadiah, but it is originally from Obadia. Okay? When I'm telling you, listen, it was originally from Obadia. Okay, from Obadia, you get Obadia. So it is Obadia. Just agree with me. Let us agree that it is Obadia, okay? You were not there. Me and you were not there. Yeah? But I can explain it better. So if my explanation is not better, believe me. Okay? Because we know the there. Alright. So we are reading from the book of Obadia, from chapter 1 from verse 10. He said, for violence against your brother Jacob, for violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. Are you all listening? Let me repeat it again. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10, says, for violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. All of you have seen the way the people who claim to be fighting for Biafra, you know that this is a special okay? What has happened today? Some of them, all the things they have done in the past, they have gone back to it and start taking glory. They are taking glory. After the wage violence against their own brother. Let me read from 11. If this one go to Nigeria, in the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers carried captive his forces, when foreigners entered his gate, and they cast lot for Jerusalem, even you were as one of them. Hey! Are you people following? The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 11, said, in the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers Strangers, Fulani government and their politicians, strangers carried captive his forces when strangers entered his gate. When strangers entered our land and they cast lots for Jerusalem, even you, the people that claim they are fighting